it's Kathy, and I'm here for part 7 of my nature journal. This is the final flip through. I added the extra ephemera and tags and such this afternoon, so here we are. Let me show you what I did. I'm pretty proud of it. On the front, it's rather plain. I wanted the bee beetle thing to stand out. It was done in cloth, as those that followed know, with a curved spine. It has a book plate in the back. The closure is an elastic that hooks onto a little knobby. On the front, I made a little slide specimen with vellum inside. I think it's really pretty. And then I added a little flower and pearl charm. Okay, on the front, I added the, I want to make sure I stay in frame. I added the moth. That's Tim Holtz's Perspective Moth, I believe is the name. And I waxed it in some gold espresso and green, or yeah, it was green. And I added 2 little cards that I stitched around. And this paper is by Louise Heinzel. I love her work. Love it, love it, love it. She did some of the papers in the journal, and the other papers were done by someone who no longer has an Etsy shop. Okay, as you know, we added some tabs. I ended up taking out a few tabs. They were obstructing the closure, but I think the paper's so pretty. And as you know, I added some charms as we went along. We have some stenciling. I love the stenciling. This is a little pocket, and in the pocket, I have a little tag. And I know the camera doesn't do this justice. It's so pretty. And this was the envelope. I just added a few things on the front, some stenciling, and then inside I added this tag with a little charm that says field notes. And what I did is I did the masking part of the die cut, and then I added some vellum and a little place to journal on the back. I think that's so pretty. And some music paper. I added quite a bit of vellum, and this is from Tim Holtz's Wildflower. This is Louise Heinzel's. And just a book page with some stenciling. I tucked back the side and then added an eyelet and a few things inside. Lots of places to write. This is one of my favorite places to look. It's so pretty. It's a cluster tab. Actually, I took off the tab. That's one of the ones that was obstructing. When I'm doing a journal, I try to add ephemera probably on every 5th to 6th page, depending. I made this piece of vellum into a small pocket and put some little vintage pieces. Here in the center of the first signature, I put the butterfly, and that was also waxed in some blues and espresso. Pretty. This vellum pocket, I added some girls to the front, and then I simply took some ephemera and zigzag stitched it on this little piece. And another little vintage. I think those girls are so cute. And we keep going. And this is another of the triple pockets. And down here I have a little girl and her bear. I want his arms sticking over. And then I added one of Tim Holtz flashcards that says time, and then it has a little calendar you can mark. And then a little masking portion of a stamp. And this to me was just, you know, enjoy what you can. You don't have all the time in the world. Seek out the flowers. That's my message. Another little tuck back of on a book page. Louise Heinzel, another vellum piece. Then I did some stenciling across the bottom. Here's the other half of the envelope. I added a little tag and also added a little vintage piece. I put vellum over the top and a little thingamabob. And here's another little, tiny little pocket with the pretty little seed packet, little clip. And here is my stacked pockets. And it opens up like this. And then I have something in pretty much all of the pockets. Here's the little pocket here. I added a little cluster to the front. Here I did a little corner tuck. I used wax for this corner. I embossed it. Up here, I have a little butterfly thing. Here's an envelope, and in the envelope there's some vintage stuff. You turn that, and in this little vertical pocket I have a little booklet, the butterfly, flashcards, places to write. This booklet was from Bohemian Crafting, Eva's channel, for her patrons. Whoops. And in the last little pocket, I have one of my business cards that I altered. There's also in the second pocket, there's a little, and the story begins. It's got all sorts of stuff. I did not make this one. And unfortunately, I don't remember who I purchased it from. I purchased it a while ago. I apologize for that. And tie this back up. Oh, little smudge. More little charms. And on this side I have a larger 3, or actually it'd be 4 pocket. I have a little tag here with the waxed bird cages. And a little tag that little eyelet. Here's a embossed little card. I added some doily. Here I have a big card, and the third one. Oops. And over here I added this. I think these are from Caroline's Craft Tree, the little sentiment. I think they're so pretty. Oh yeah, I added some brads to hold those in place. Here is a Flip-thru, and this was from Pink Monarch's channel. That's where I got the digital. And then she also has a video telling you how to put it together. I love her super simples. So this has 3 little pockets with 3 cards. You flip it over, it has 3 more pockets with 3 cards. Then on this side it has a pretty circle with a tag inside and a tag inside that. And I added a little charm, and then you can write on the back. I think that's so pretty. And then underneath, there's a pull-out tab. In the tab, there's a pretty little girl, the things of my soul. You can write on the back, and inside, there is a card. And it looks like this came off. So what I'm going to do is fix that later. Okay, and moving on. This was a little window I created, and it reminds me of, in all the chaos, take the time to look through the window and look at the flowers. Focus yourselves so you see things clearly and sharply. I think it's so pretty. Kind of fits me perfectly. I have to stop and calm down and take advantage of the beauty around me. And again, this is a paper bag that I cut off and then just added that, another charm. And in this pocket, I have a tag that I added a butterfly to with an eyelet. And a little dictionary of a flower, a little label you could write on. Another little sentiment, cheerful. And here I glued two pages together, and in that I put this little booklet that I made. It has a tag, it has places to write, and another tag and some bugs. I think it's so pretty. And I reinforced the top with this waxed paper. Here's another tab cluster and another charm. Here's just a piece of vellum by itself. More places to write. Paper bag turned up that turns into a little tuck spot. And another pocket. I put a bookmark in with a little butterfly being held on by an eyelet. I love the textures, the different textures. More places to write. And that's the end. I want to thank you for following this series and taking the time to comment. I really appreciate you all and appreciate so much your comments. They really inspire me, so thank you so much. And to my subscribers, I really appreciate you too. I couldn't do it without y'all. So thank you, and you all have a great Sunday. What's left of it. Bye.